Travis, can you give me a little bit what you do?
What I do like professionally,
Yeah.
uh, I do a few things. Um, I moved to LA because I wanted to be an actor. So I'm still pursuing that. I got some things going on there. I just had an episode of Bel-Air that aired a couple weeks ago. I got a couple commercials running right now. But then to more or less stabilize myself in between gigs, um, I am a property manager. So I manage the building that we live in, and I also oversee uh, 13 of my company's other properties.
Well, that's exciting. Being on Bel-Air or whatever you say it.
Yeah, I think so. I grew up watching the Fresh Prince, and it's like a dramatic spin-off of that. So that was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. So I was excited to have the opportunity to do that.
Well, I have a couple of questions for you, so don't. Um, so I'll start with the first one.
Okay.
Um, what's a day in the life as a father?
Ah, man, it's it's full to say the least. Um, my general day. So I don't know if it's best to explain this now before or after. Um, but my wife and I just separated, or my ex-wife, I guess I should say. We just separated. She just moved out, which is the reason why I was telling you a minute ago that this is probably about to be the most hectic, possibly the worst podcast you've ever done, because I have to pick up my kids. My custody situation changed at the last second. So I'm on my way to pick them up and take them to swim lessons. But I didn't want to back out of this with you. Um, but I also thought that might be a good opportunity to like uh, show like what dadding is really about. Uh, so you guys will get a day in the afternoon of how I do with my kids. To so I was say that to say that everything has kind of changed recently prior to the last week because this is very very new. My general day with the kids kind of looks like I wake up at 4:45 to go to the gym, and I work out before anybody gets up. I do lifting on my own a couple days a week, and I do CrossFit a couple days a week. Um, and then after after I do my workout, I come back, I get the kids up and ready for school. I get them dressed and teeth brush and all that stuff. Take them to drop them off at school around 8. I do my job till about 5. I pick them up, and then the evenings. Oh, sorry, hang on one second. Turn that off. Um, and the evenings are different depending on what's going on because my kids are just getting old enough to play sports. So it's either like we come home and do homework and while I'm cooking dinner, uh, and then bed, the whole bedtime routine, uh, or like now that they're old enough, they have practice one night a week. So we'll do practice and then come home and do homework and dinner and the whole bedtime routine. So I try to get them to bed most nights around 8:30, and then I mean usually by that time I'm exhausted and I'm ready to pass out. So I'll try to stay up for like another hour if I can, hour and a half to do some of the other things I need to catch up on some of my personal stuff. I'm trying to learn Spanish on Duolingo. It's not going very well. I'm usually in bed by like 10 myself, then get back up in the morning, do it again.
Cool. Right. Okay, well the next question on here is what's like Do you have like what's your favorite activity you like to do with your boys?
Man, a lot. I kind of like trying to fill my time with them. I try to let them lead as much as I can, and just follow them um, to a degree. Like I said, we I try to keep them involved in sports just because I think physical activity is important for your overall health, and I want them to grow up knowing that that is just something that you do. That's part of life. It's the way you stay healthy. So I get them involved in a lot of sports. They're doing basketball right now, and then immediately after basketball, I already got them signed up for baseball. Um, they just finished soccer, so I'm just trying to rotate them through some stuff to figure out what they like before we maybe start focusing in on one or two sports. So we do a lot of that. They have a lot of requests to go to the park, um, like after school or on the weekends and stuff. So we spend a lot of time at the parks. We have a few different ones around here that we go to. Um, they're almost old enough for video games. I'm excited for that too. I want to start doing some video games with them. Um, oh, board games is surprisingly, I think, for me, something that they like because I wasn't super into them growing up. They love board games. So we I just got them into Othello. I don't know if you've ever played that with the little white and black tiles where you like put one at the end and flip them all over in the row. They just got into that and Battleship, uh, and they're like some like super easy ones like Shoots and Ladders. But they're
Now,
super fun with that
Travis, how
stuff.
did you
That's
get
that's a lot of
yourself
work.
in? How did you how did you get yourself into acting?
Uh, I was kind of talked into it by a friend of mine in middle school. Um, I my best buddy Anthony at the time, he was all about theater and musicals and that stuff, and he was wanting to go try out. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
I guess that's the perils of trying to do this while you're driving.
Yes.
Don't know what the signal's going to be like. Um,
It's all right.
where did you lose
Well,
me?
I asked you, how did you get yourself into acting?
Right. Did you hear any of the answer? Because I was talking for a minute.
No, I didn't hear anything. It went silent.
Ah, okay. So, my best buddy Anthony in middle school was all into plays and musicals, and when we went to high school, he wanted me to go audition with him for the school musical. It was Annie, um, and I did not want to go do it, but he bugged me about it for weeks. So finally, I just to shut him up, I was like, okay, fine, I'll go do it, and I went with him, and I ended up getting cast as like a couple of small roles in it. I was Mr. Bundles and one of the senators, Harold Ickes. Um, so I went and I did that, and I just like had an immense amount of fun. So I kept doing it, and then I did the play in the spring, and ended up doing like all the plays and musicals in high school. Um, and when I got to college, I wasn't I wasn't gonna do it anymore. I didn't know you could. Um, and in my halfway through my sophomore year, I called my mom up and I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna come home. I hate school. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I'm wasting your money. So I'm just gonna come home and get a job and try to figure things out." And she was like, "Well, I mean, you don't do anything that you used to love to do. You stopped playing football. You're not doing theater or anything else like that. why don't you get involved in some of that this last semester? And then if you still are feeling like you want to come home, then we can talk about it. And I said, okay. So I signed up for an acting class and I signed up for an intro to theater class. And like 4 or 5 weeks into my acting class, the professor came up to me and was like, "Hey, I noticed that you're an undeclared major." And I was like, "Yeah, I just don't know what I want to do." And he said, "Well, have you ever thought about being an actor?" And I said, "Honestly, no, I didn't know that was something you could do." And he's like, "Well, I don't know. Why don't you check it out?" And he invited me to come do a couple things with the department. And that kind of ended up being that. I went and switched my major right after that and studied it for the next 4 or 3 years. I went to grad school for it for a little bit, and then moved straight out to LA after that.
That's cool. So did you like did you how did you get into the did you get like a did you get somebody to get you into jobs?
No, not really. I am not at a level yet in which I do a lot of networking. I don't have a lot of connections uh, that just like call me up for jobs. I know people who do get them that way, but everything I book is kind of the old-fashioned way. My agent gets me an audition. I read for it. They want me or they don't, and every once in a while, I'm fortunate enough to go be able to do something.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a life I think most people don't really uh, get to live, and it's not like a traditional job path, so a lot of people don't really understand it. So it's pretty interesting to uh, to pursue it. I think picking the kids up now. I don't know if I told you earlier. I got to take them to swimming lessons.
Sorry, listen to you.
Yeah, so this is kind of like just the life of a dad. It's always like one thing to the next. I think for Worthy, got to sign him out. What else you got?
Oh, that the next question on here is
Thank you.
let's see. Um so I see that you worked on Grey's Anatomy. So what did you do on
Hmm.
Grey's Anatomy?
Uh,
What
I
did
was
you
a
do on
dad of a
Grey's
sick
Anatomy?
kid. Where are they? Sorry, we're getting them. Get your stuff. Sorry, I told you this was going to be hectic and chaotic. um, on Grays. Oh, can you hear me, Daniel?
No.
No, not yet. It says it's reconnecting. I just don't want to lose you again. Yes. How's it going? Good.
Okay.
See if it's going to reconnect me. You ready? His name is Daniel. Keeps losing connection.
So can we just quickly call your parents?
I'm just going to grab Valor. Where's your buddy? Hey, bro, your mommy's here too. Yeah, your mommy's here too. You ready? Whoa! Whoa! What?
It's a Cirque du Soleil show.
Is it oh?
No, it's some weird video that they put out. It's like kind of a movie.
So I was doing a meeting with somebody, but it's not connecting.
Sounds terrible.
Thanks. See you later.
Gavin, come on. Hold on to my daddy foot.
My butt. All right, hop on there.
Whoa.
You ready, Worthy? We gotta go, bro. Swim lesson. Yes, I did. See you later. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Wait, bro. 10,000, 2,100. That's crazy. Huh?
Where are we going? Desmond?
What about Mr. Guzman? Yes, I did. No, his name is Daniel, but it's not connecting. Well, look in the swim bag. It's in the swim bag. Here, give me that. All right, let's buckle up. That's your treats from Kiku. Here, sit down real quick.
I didn't get that treat.
The
Birthday.
popcorn. Yeah, remember she gave you a whole bunch. This one's a sweet one. Hey, so crazy. Sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on.
It's all right. It's all right.
Where did
It just
where
cut
did you
us
lose
off.
me?
I lost you on the Grey's Anatomy situation.
Um, for that one, I was a dad of a sick kid.
Oh,
That was the same kind of deal. I just got a call from my agent, sent me the script, asked me to read for it, and they liked what I did, so they hired me.
oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I saw. And then how about Days of Our Lives.
was I've actually done a few things on that one. I really like those guys. Um, I met the casting director or one of them, Bob Lambert, like 12 years ago, something like that. and he brought me in for a small role, um, and then they brought me back a few years later um, as an orderly in a mental institution for one of the places. I guess at this time the storyline took one of the characters to a mental ward, like someone had committed them in order to get their inheritance or something crazy like that. So they brought me back for that, and I got to do a few episodes on that with them. That was fun.
Um, that's a good show. I like that show. I used to watch it when I got home from school.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
My
Um,
grandma was very excited when I booked that because Days of Our Lives was one of her favorite soaps.
um, and then I saw that you also booked a couple of episodes on All American.
One episode, yeah. Um, same kind of thing. Like just fortunate enough to be able to have booked it off my audition. But that one I was a coach, um, trying to not a coach, sorry, an agent trying to get him on board with my agency. I was hoping that that was going to turn into something like more recurring. I knew right away, or fairly soon after, that wasn't going to happen because as I started reading the script, he's already like talking about committing to somebody else. I've actually had that kind of role twice where it's been like that's what I did in Bel-Air was a coach who was trying to get Will to come to my school, and this one was an agent trying to get him to come to my agency.
That's exciting. Do you know when do you know if when that airs?
That one came out in like April last year, something like that. That one, yeah, that one's been out for a little while. If you want to hear like a crazy small world story about that one, um, I don't remember her character's name, but one of the actors in that, her name is Breezy. She's a hip hop artist as well. We were on set talking, doing the typical like hey, what do you do? Where are you from? Kind of a thing. And I was telling her I moved out here from Colorado, and she's like, "Oh, what part?" And I said, "Colorado Springs." And she's like, "Oh," it's like I lived in Colorado Springs for a little bit. And it turned like long story short, it turned out she lived less than a mile from my house where I grew up, which was super random,
Small worlds.
right? Yeah, now more. This is Valor. That's my youngest. You want to say hi to Mr. Daniel? And that's Worthy. You want to say hi to Mr. Daniel? He gets shy.
Well, it doesn't all kids. It's all right. I have nieces and nephews too.
How
They
many do
get
you have?
shot all the time. I have three. I have two
Okay.
nephews and a niece.
Do they live close to you? You get to see them a lot?
But yeah, they lived out like they lived a mile away from me.
Okay, that's not bad.
So yeah, no, that's not bad. Everybody's close.
That's all right. We're gonna go to dinner after this, buddy. Sometimes
Let's see on here.
I just got yelled at because I didn't bring them enough snacks.
Oh,
I
um, did you did is there any other kind of shows would you want to be on?
so much. Um, One of the ones I always wanted to do before it went off the air was Dexter. Um, so I love that they're like bringing back like spin-offs on it. So I'd love to do one of those. I've auditioned for it a few times, but haven't booked it yet. Um, any like Western shows I would really like to do, like Yellowstone or 1982 or stuff in that vein. Not 1982, 1882. Stuff in that kind of vein. Man, so much. There's so much good TV right now. It's hard to keep up with everything. There's a lot.
Well, here's a good another question on here. What's the hardest thing as
Okay.
raising boys?
I don't know if there is like one hardest. There's a lot of things that are hard. I think one of the things that I struggle with a lot is my patience. Uh, I try to be as patient as possible. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you. You're so tricky. Um, yeah, kids are pretty good about testing your patience. So especially this one, Valor. He likes to push your buttons as far as you let him take it. What? I don't want to push my buttons in you. That's what I'm talking about. Um, that's a hard one, and learning to. It's been a very good thing too, though, because you don't really realize. I think sometimes the things your kids help you learn. Um, so while this is like for me one of the hardest things I've had to deal with them, it's also really helped me get my own emotions more under control, um, and learn to be more patient and not. I don't know the good best.
Great. Well, it's gonna be. It's the driving that's the problem.
Man, I don't know what's going on. I apologize about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
What was I saying? Where did I cut out?
Um, we were talking about what's the hardest thing as raising the boys or
I
children
don't know how
rather.
far I got, but yeah, like one of the things that's been hardest for me is working on my patience. Um, having kids will definitely test that further than I ever thought I would be tested on it. Um, Daddy? But there's been a lot about it that's helped me get. Yes, sir. I bet you have no signal because there's like there like you're in the car. Yeah, it could be. We're working on not interrupting people's conversations as well right now. And the
Yeah,
teaching
so it's
aspect, while
okay.
while that comes up, the teaching aspect is hard because you repeat the same thing a lot, which also ties back into the patience aspect. So I have to remind myself a lot that they're still learning, and this is how you learn, and you learn by repetition, and it's okay for them to ask until they get it. So there's a lot. It's hard to I feel like it's hard to accurately summarize And there's just things like you can't know about it or understand about it until you're actually doing it. If that makes sense.
Um, so the other question I had was, so what could you say to other dads that are dealing with the same issue, or
Uh,
dealing with, something similar that you're dealing with?
I think probably the best thing is just kind of what I do for myself, and just remind yourself constantly that this is how your kids learn. It's okay. Like don't get upset with them so fast. They're still learning. This is how they learn, and they just don't know, and you got to be there to teach them. He's got nephews and nieces. What else?
Um, let's see on here. Um,
You can change too.
what's your favorite? What's your favorite food?
Most of the time, I would probably tell you pizza. Like 95% of the time, it's probably pizza. It's a dangerous one for me. I have to stay away from it. After my wife and I got married, I was in the best, one of the best times I've ever been in shape. And right after the wedding, I put on like 40 pounds in 7 months because I got real comfortable real fast and would eat an entire pizza to myself, like at least twice a week. It was not healthy. Uh, but one of the things I really like about LA too is that there's no shortage of good food here. Um, so a lot of times it's hard to pick like one favorite because there's a lot of really good food here. Mexican's something I do a lot too. I like to get some chips and guac and some tacos. There's some good taco stands like right by my house. Oh, good to see you. Is there a shirt with it? There you go. Everything's an adventure with kids and a compromise. I think if I could give someone advice about parenting, like one of the best things I think you can do for yourself is always give yourself more time than you need. And as much as you can, like never put yourself into a position where you're rushing. Because at least for me, that's when I start getting like short with people and frustrated. Is when I get in a hurry. And that's generally when I make bad decisions too. So try not to rush.
That's a a good thing to know.
All right. Perfect. Let's go. We're ready for swim lessons, Mr. Daniel. Hold on, guys.
Okay. Well, I have one more question, and I'll let you go. You
Yeah,
can.
please. I
Um.
got some time too. I mean, they don't need me to swim, so I'm just gonna check them in.
All right.
What's this question?
Oh, this question is. Let me find this one. Um. Trying to find one in here. Do you have any questions for uncles for big?
Um, I don't think so. Uh, I've got I've got between my all of my extended family. There's 10 of us in total. There's 10 of us between like all of my half brothers and stepsisters and everybody. And all of them have at least 2 kids. So I've got a lot of nieces and nephews as well. What I like about nieces and nephews though is I can give them back. You know, when stuff starts going sideways, I can walk away. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So what like on your when you're not acting, what's like what kind of things do you do besides acting?
I spend a lot of time in the gym. Um, try to go to a movie every once in a while when I can. That's honestly that's most of it. Like I don't get a whole lot of free time to myself. Um, hey, and there's no most of my close friends are spread all across the country, so I don't have like a lot of friends out here to bum around with. So most of my time is spent caring for the kids and then like going to the gym. Really,
What's one
you don't have to.
do you have a favorite movie you like? Do you have a favorite movie you like to go to?
You don't have to dive from that high because that's not your class. Okay? No, he's not. No, that's your coach. Oh, is that what you guys are doing? I think that's a different class. We're so sorry, Daniel. We're getting set up real quick. Um,
Oh,
well, I guess they're walking away. I guess they're all right.
yeah.
They're working on diving tonight.
Oh, is that their first time?
Okay. Oh, 'cause he's in the class ahead of you, huh? Yeah. Sorry, I warned you, man. This was gonna be a hectic episode for you.
Yeah.
Nice job. Here you go, buddy. We're getting our swim cap on. Then I'll step back outside. I'll finish up with you. Where are they?
All right.
All right. There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate it.
No biggie. Too loud over there.
Is it? Can you still not hear me? Do I need to go somewhere else?
Oh, it's a little noisy, but it's okay. I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Sorry. It's the pool. How's that?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
All right. Sorry.
Um, so question I had, so I then I asked you about your food, um, and movies. What's your favorite color?
um, I don't know. Blue, probably most of the time.
Huh?
The colors I wear the most, I think, are blue and like gray. I don't know what that says about me.
Uh, oh,
I don't know. Every once in a while, there'll be like times when like one color speaks to me over another. Like sometimes I really like yellow, but more often than not, I'd probably say blue.
so is there a special moment in your life in acting? If there was any, and like a new show that you never did besides of the one that you want to do but you didn't get a chance to do, is there another one you want to do that you didn't get a chance to do yet?
I mean, man, probably Dexter was a big one. I really wanted to do that. Um, that's, that's weird. It's a hard question. I feel like in a lot of times in life, I'm pretty good about letting things go and moving on. And once I've moved on, I tend to forget. So
That's okay.
uh, if there is a show I wish I had done, I can't think of a good one right now. Oh, This Is Us. I really would have liked to have done that one. I really liked that show. And I think I fit well into the world of that one. Um, it's a good one.
Yeah, never seen it, but they have some good people in it.
Yeah, they did. It was a very well done show.
Yeah. Um, is there? Would you do any movies?
Would
Could you
I?
see yourself? Yeah.
Heck yeah, of course. I've done a few. That was actually how I met my recently ex-wife. I just finished doing a movie, and we'd spent 2 weeks up by Big Bear filming it, and made really good friends with a bunch of guys on set. And one of the guys who was the key grip invited me to a day after Thanksgiving party for anybody who happened to be left in town. Because in LA, there's this phenomenon where the town kind of empties out over Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because like everybody comes to LA, nobody's from LA. So the town kind of empties out. Everybody goes home to wherever they're from for the holidays. And it happened to be the first time in her life that she had not gone home to Chicago for Thanksgiving, and she showed up to it, and that was where we met. Uh, I've done a few movies. I do a lot of short films, lot of independent projects, like probably nothing that anybody's really ever seen. Um, the biggest one I've done lately is a movie called Beneath the Banyan Tree, which is a really beautiful story. Um, and it was starring um, I'm gonna butcher her name. She's a very big Taiwanese actress. Her name is Ale Gui, I think is how you say it. I didn't get to talk to her very much on set because she didn't really speak English at all. But that was a fun time, and that was right before COVID.
So what was the video of you guys were sitting in a car and there was something you guys were sitting in the car doing something. I saw a video of you
Oh,
guys.
that I think that's from that movie. I was one of like three people on set who didn't speak Mandarin. So it was most people spoke English and Mandarin, but like everybody on set when they were talking all spoke in Mandarin. So I think in that scene it was or in that little thing I had shared, it was a bunch of the rest of the cast in the car talking, and I was just like, I have no idea what's going on.
It's a lot of noise.
Right? Sorry.
It's okay.
I
That's
could I
funny
could have
though.
been. I don't know why. If I told you why tonight got kind of hectic, given that the split between my wife and I is fairly new, the custody of our kids got changed kind of last minute, and I wasn't anticipating having to pick them up tonight originally. So I again apologize, but thank you for
Oh, it's okay.
being gracious and working with me and being patient.
Oh, it's okay. I kind of wanted to do this. It took me I was very excited when I was trying to book this thing.
I know
Um,
you've been trying for a while. I haven't been very easy to get a hold of.
no, but it's good that I got a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate you having me on.
And thanks for being a part of Uncles and Fatherhood for so many years. Being uncle
Right?
and yeah,
I love that this is a passion of yours and that you do so much with this. This has been cool to follow.
thank you so much for being a part of it and just following me. And it's just amazing what everybody's putting their time in and just supporting me. And it's just amazing.
Good. Very happy
But
for you,
thank
man.
you. Oh, thanks. Um, but thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to do this with me again. Um,
Yeah. Again,
I
thank
don't
you
have any
for
more.
all your patience with all the technical difficulties and stuff tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. I will let you know when this is all up and all. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna turn it off first so I don't lose any more footage.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
Thank you, Daniel. Have a great night, man.
You too.